cardio. But rather than going all out, I actually want the majority of their cardio to look like this.
Coach Greg, and today we're going to see how exactly do you go about getting abs in only 60 days.
This is how much fat Luke has to lose to get six-pack abs. And this is how much fat his wife Nicole has to lose for her abs to pop. For most people, this could take anywhere from 6 months to over a year.
It's not true. It doesn't take 6 months or a year. I mean, if you're 50 pounds or perhaps 100 pounds overweight, yeah, it's going to take 6 months or a year. But if you're a man or a woman and you're in relatively decent shape, these two people, they don't look morbidly obese. It isn't going to be all that hard. All you need is a calorie deficit.
Most people underestimate just how much fat they have to lose.
I think my body fat's like 23.
If I had to guess, I would be like low to mid 20s.
I've been saying this for I don't know how long. Most people underestimate how much fat they actually have. And so if you ask them, what is your percent body fat? They're typically going to say a number about 5% lower than they actually are. If they say they're 15%, they're probably 20. If they say they're 30, they're probably 35.
29.2%.
Holy crap.
And for Nicole,
Oh no.
33%.
They're both obese. I mean, perhaps not by the BMI scale, but by body fat, they're overweight and or obese. 29% for a man. This is not good. This is not healthy. Even though he looks aight, he only looks aight because the average person looks like shit. This is not good. It's not bad, but bad is relative. So for her, remember, 33% body fat or more, it's obese. She's 33%. She's hovering on obesity. She's clearly overweight. And so when I say, oh, you're obese, you're overweight, and people get mad at me, I'm talking about people way fatter than this, and yet they still think I'm saying a bad thing. Obese doesn't mean you're 600 pounds. It means you're obese.
And while Nicole is shocked, women naturally carry 10% more body fat compared to men.
Like, how is she shocked? Did she think she was 20% body fat? I mean, if she's 20% and she loses 15 pounds, what would she be? 7%? She doesn't look like a professional bodybuilder.
In order for both of them to see their abs as fast as possible, here's what they'll have to do.
If it's legit a race, like if that's the goal, you need to try to hardly eat anything and do cardio for hours on end.
Now, if you really wanted to, you could lose 20 pounds in a month. But if you want to keep your muscle, there is a limit to how fast you should go.
There lies the problem. If you try to lose it too quickly, for example, in 30 days, you're probably going to lose a shit ton of muscle. And that is not good. And so you shouldn't lose more than about 1% of your body weight per week. If you're 200 pounds, it's 2 pounds of fat. There's 7,000 calories in 2 pounds of fat. And so each and every day you'd have to be in a 1,000 calorie deficit, which is of course a lot, but it is in fact doable for most people.
But Luke wants to get abs as fast as possible. So we're gonna try to push it. We're setting his target at 0.9% per week.
You see him jiggling around and grabbing the fat, and he's shocked that he's 29%. This is a true 29%. Now, remember, they did this on the DEXA scam, which isn't accurate, but my laser eyes are saying it's very, very close.
Pick what picture best matches your current body fat, and here's how long it'll take you to get to 20% and 15% as a man.
The cute thing is, I'm looking at these percentages and they're not accurate. I mean, just because you see a photo of a guy, a silhouette, and it says 35% body fat, doesn't mean it's true. Bro on the left that it says 35% body fat, he's over 40. I mean, you really think like the man in this video is only 6% body fat away from being that fat? That man is morbidly obese. He's not just obese, he's morbidly obese. And so you gotta understand that these are just images. And why are they covering up their legs? You understand how important it is to determine body fat percentage by looking at a person's legs as well as their back. And so for women, again, the charts look very much wrong. Woman at 35% body fat, she's probably well over 40%. I don't like these images. The woman at 25%, she's probably 35%. And so you can't just look at this. This is, who drew this? Did you say, hey, ChatGPT, could you AI me some inaccurate body fat percentages for my Jeremy FA video? And they said, sure, I'll do that. And then they posted this.
90 days. If you can get to 20% or below, and Nicole, if you can get to 25% or below, I'm gonna send you both on an all-inclusive trip to Mexico.
And so what they should have given them was my friggin' cookbook. Y'all know about the cookbook. Would it really be that hard if they had my cookbook and they had, for example, a chef and they made them recipes from the book each and every day? We're going to put you in a resort in Mexico so you can eat fast food, buffet style meals for a week and regain all the weight that you've lost. Why not just give them the book? And while you're at it, give them some GO2 Max to help them with their cardio. And with their hunger, give them some GLP Max. I mean, what do you really think the reason is that they're overweight? The reason they're overweight is because they're hungry. And the reason they're hungry is because, well, that's how your body works. Ghrelin. It goes up, it makes you eat, and it makes you put on some weight. And so if you can reduce that hunger by taking, for example, GLP Max, it's going to be easier than last time.
Starting with their diet. And this is where most people screw up. They assume cutting calories means less food.
They don't really assume it means eating less food. They know it means eating less calories. Everyone knows if you just eat broccoli and strawberries and spinach and bird food that, yeah, you can eat a lot of it. But that if you eat high calorie dense foods like nuts, cookies, ice creams, cakes, pastries, and so on, you don't get to eat that much. And I also think that everyone knows that if you really want to lose weight, you get my book. If you haven't bought my book and you're obese, you want to be fat. It's not my decision. It's yours. It's your fault. You're not a moron. You know that if you got the book, your life would get easier. You ever heard of the halo effect? Beautiful people, that life is easier for them. You don't think that if you lost weight that people are going to think that you're more attractive? Why do you choose misery?
Luke and Nicole both work rotating day and night shifts, which just makes consistency with their diet even harder. So their plan needs to include quick, healthy snacks they can grab on the go.
You know, it isn't all that hard. Losing weight, it doesn't require an IQ of 160 like Mr. Mike has.
And so my IQ is above 160. We don't know how high.
All you have to do is plan in advance. The Kaiko bar with structural integrity. If you enter code CICO, it's 50% off, $20 for friggin' 12 bars, 20 grams of protein. And so you carry the bars with you wherever you go. Like, I had to drive Mepsigram to the hospital this morning. I didn't have time to really eat my breakfast. And so I carry the protein bars with me. Is it really that hard? I could have for sure just gone to the hospital and had the fast food. Tim Hortons had some donuts, but why would I do that? Like, it's not that deep. Plan your meals in advance. Stop being an asshole. Stop being an idiot. Stop not caring about your health. You're fat because you wanted to be fat. Stop giving me the bullshit about, no, it's not a choice. Of course it's a choice. You chose fatness because being fat is easier than planning out a recipe. Cooking your breakfast, buying my cookbook, being fat is easier. You chose it. I did not.
300 calories. So this is sugar-free Jell-O, fat-free Greek yogurt mixed with protein powder, and then just a ton of strawberries.
See, Jeremy, he's showing you the bowl of strawberries and Jell-O and whatnot, 300 calories. Like, none of you who are fat are eating this. Like, you're not. You're eating chips, ice cream, candies, and then you're lying about it. You're lying to your husband, to your wife. You're pretending that you always eat healthy. When you go to fast food restaurants with your friends, you're eating a salad, and then you go home and eat a bunch of candies and desserts. And when it's midnight and your partner goes to sleep, you go downstairs and you start eating a bunch of chips. You are lying to everyone, including yourself. And so if you want to lose weight, stop lying to the world.
But their diet alone is not going to be enough.
I also want to mention this. If it's just too hard because you're just so friggin' hungry and you can't get the cookbook, you can't get my supplements, you can't get cardio, you can't get anything. Can you go to AlgoRx and get a GLP? Have you ever heard of a GLP? You know those peptides that help you to not be hungry and to lose weight? It essentially became so easy to not eat that people are like losing all their muscles, their bone density is going down. Do you know why that's happening? It's not because of the medication. It's because it works so well that you're never hungry. Do you know how easy it is to lose weight when you're never hungry, like ever? And so if you're using those medications, remember if you've gone to AlgoRx, use code Greg to save your 10% off. While you're there, pick up some enclomiphene, some Cialis, some tadalafil, name the thing, get it from AlgoRx. Compounding pharmacies, doctor prescribe, you get your blood work. It's not some research chemical bullshit gray area website. It's the legit stuff that the doctors are prescribing. And so, and if you want to get it, get to AlgoRx right now. There are no excuses. Like, you either want to lose the weight or you do not. If you want to lose the weight, everything in the world is out to help you. The cookbooks, the Kaiko bar, the supplements, AlgoRx. everything is making it so bloody easy. And so if you're walking around and you're fat, realize this. Other people don't care. Do you think I care that you're fat? You chose to be fat. Hey, I think people should do what they want. You're an adult. If you want to drink alcohol, drink alcohol. It's a class 1 carcinogen. It's poison. You're allowed to poison yourself. This is how the world works. You're allowed to smoke cigarettes. You're allowed to drink alcohol. You're allowed to be fat. All those are equally stupid. And so whatever you stupid moron want to do, well, go for it. But if you don't want it, hey, you have that choice. Did you go to Algorex? Did you purchase my cookbook? Did you get my supplements? If the answer is no, then stop complaining. Really, you chose it.
The most effective way to build them is strength training. For Nicole and Luke, I built them both a 4-day workout split using our Built with Science Plus app that will hit every single muscle.
Do you know how often I train? Twice a week, full body, for about 90 minutes. I train 3 hours a week. That is all. The rest is 10 hours of cardio. Do you not have 2 hours a week? You don't have to train as hard as I do. I'm a pro bodybuilder. But can you train 2 out of your whole freaking week? You don't have 2 hours to train in a gym? Go and tell a lie to somebody else. Maybe you have kids. You can tell your 11-year-olds that you don't have time and they might believe you because they still believe in Santa Claus. Do you want to keep lying to the world? I have no ability to lose weight. I just can't. And I don't have 2 hours a week to train with weights. It's so much time consuming. I don't have the minimum 150 minutes of time to spend doing cardio to live longer than last time, to improve my quality and quantity of life. I don't have that time. Yeah, tell that to your kids when you're older. When you're in the hospital from type 2 diabetes, from whatever disease that you got that you could have avoided had you listened to this friggin' video right now. But no, you're so selfish. You're the only one that matters. And so you go on with your day. You watch the video, you X'd out, that Coach Greg, he's an asshole. He called me a fat piece of shit. I only called you what you are. If you actually care, prove it. Do something about it. Get the book, get the supplements, go to the Algorex, friggin' go for a walk. Put the freaking bloody fork down.
Final component of Luke and Nicole's plan, cardio. But rather than going all out, I actually want the majority of their cardio to look like this.
Why is it that every frigging famous YouTuber encourages fat-burning cardio to look like Grandma Josephine going out for a walk? My dad had a heart attack and does cardio faster than this. What is wrong with you guys? Look, I don't want cardio to look like this. Shows bro sprinting, looks like RoboCop. Instead of that, you're walking slowly. This is embarrassing. Burning fat should be zone Doucette 2. Do you know how hard that is? It's a medium pace. How hard did that walk look? I'm watching this video on 2 times speed. It still looks slow. Medium pace. Enough so that you're breathing a little bit deeper. It's not easy, but it's not hard. It's somewhere in the middle. Jeremy thinks cardio is either zone 1 or zone 5. There's somewhere in the middle. During my 100-kilometer bike ride yesterday, my average heart rate was 140. It was zone 2, a little into zone 3. Not that deep. It was 159 minutes of cardio yesterday, not in a friggin' week, in 1 day. Oh, but you're only fit because you're on HRT. I lowered my dose of HRT to 60 milligrams from 140, and I'm still riding a bike. Do I look like I've lost all of my muscle? And so I don't care if you're natural, if you're on HRT, if you're on performance-enhancing drugs, if you're on cigarettes and alcohol, if you're like bro who's on trend, who's not training. Do something. Promoting that you have to slow down everything. Slow it down. We don't want to burn many muscle. It's a myth. perpetuated by all the people on YouTube saying what they know you want to hear. Oh, I have to go very easy, that cardio is not that important. Just go very, very slow. Just walk steps, count steps. When's the last time you think I counted a freaking step?
I thought the only way to get six-pack abs was through intense cardio. And to be fair, they do work, but they are draining. They require a lot of willpower.
I hate it when people promote dick flicking cardio. I burn more calories flicking my dick after a piss than these guys do doing their walks. These three guys, all young in their 30s, walking slow on a trail. This isn't cardio. That's neat. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This counts as just going about your day. When I'm in a kitchen making a recipe, I don't count that as cardio. When I get up and walk to the toilet, I don't say, oh, I just added this many steps to my cardio. It's me going for a friggin' piss or perhaps a shit.
So right now, Nicole and Luke are averaging about 5,000 steps per day. I want them to push that up to 10,000.
And so they went from excessively embarrassing 5,000 to minimalistically 10,000. Oh, bravo. Are we supposed to clap for this? Oh, I've never gone to jail. We're supposed to applaud you for not having ever gone to prison? Like, that is supposed to be normal.
I would have layered it in a bunch of olive oil. Sometimes I put steak sauce on it. And then at the end, I would often take butter, melted butter.
Melted butter drizzled on top of a steak. I mean, do you know how easy it is to lose weight when you're eating like an idiot? Like, literally, putting butter on a steak. I mean, how dumb can you get? What's next? You're putting butter on your bread? What's next? You're drinking homogenized milk? You're using oil every time you cook vegetables? I mean, why not just be even a bigger idiot?
I've been trying to do oatmeal recently, and would do anything to have an English McMuffin or a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's.
Go have one. Why do you think diets have to be all this or none of that? It should be sustainable. A sustainable diet, like my diets, like Coach Greg's diets, who've helped thousands lose hundreds of pounds, it's sustainable. Why is that? Because every single day you can have an off meal plan. It's a meal that you get to eat whatever you want. And why is that? So that you don't feel like you're missing out. You don't have to have everything perfectly planned from morning until night. You don't have to weigh everything on a scale. You don't have to measure every little piece. What you should be doing is weighing yourself in the morning, gaining your median weight, and just ensuring that it's generally tracking downwards. You can eat whatever you want in moderation, so long as the majority of what you're eating is actually good.
So far, Nicole has been struggling with hunger and cravings. And as this challenge intersected with the holidays, she was finding it really challenging to stay on target whenever they got together with the family.
You really think she's gonna just willpower her way down to 20% body fat from 33% and just maintain that for the rest of her life from what? From Will Tennyson's power? This reduces appetite 28%. Go from an 8 out of 10 hunger to a 6. If that doesn't work, you can go one step further to Algorex and get some of the GLPs.
This is where I think women actually do have it harder than guys. Not only is Luke 40 pounds heavier than Nicole, but he's also carrying an additional 30 pounds of muscle.
It's not harder for women to lose weight than for men. Yes, they have more muscle, but guess what? Men have to have a lower body fat percentage to be seen as equally lean as a woman. To be attractive, healthy, whatever, what most people want to look like, the average man has to be between 10 and 15% body fat. The average woman, 18 to 25% body fat. And so women can maintain a much higher body fat percentage and still look to be healthy. Women don't have to be at 10% body fat. I'm below 9% body fat. How many women have to be under 9% body fat to feel good? And so whether you're a man or a woman, it's fair. Man, 200 pounds, 1% of your body weight a week, 2 pounds. Woman, 1%, let's say she's 150 pounds, 1.5 pounds. It's all the same percentage. You guys don't understand percentages. Yeah, it's easier for men to lose 10 pounds than a woman to lose 10 pounds, but that's because the man has more to lose in the first place because the man is 200 pounds and the woman's 150.
But there is one challenge Luke and Nicole were struggling with together. If I couldn't help them find a balance, lack of sleep could honestly double how long it'll take them to get out.
We've thought of everything. Delta sleep, guys. Better quality and quantity of sleep. And so if you're not sleeping enough, for example, you're setting the alarm to get up 2 hours before you're supposed to go and get your cardio, this is not good. You're going to lose your ability to recover. You're going to be tired all day, groggy. Your cortisol is going to go up. And so you need to get your sleep. And so if you don't have enough time in the day, I'm going to be very direct in what you need to do. You need to stop doom scrolling. This phone that you're doom scrolling on is causing all, that means every single one of your problems. And so you're watching this video on your phone, and then you're going to swipe over and watch another video, perhaps waste your time on a Mr. Mike video, whoever. And so you have no more excuses. Stop checking 50,000 DMs, 50,000 reels and stories. And instead of doing that, do that while you're on a bicycle at the gym. You do both things at the same time. I know you're not going to give up your phone. You're going to stop texting your friends and looking at Coach Greg videos. The thing is, you do them while you're on the bike at the gym. It doesn't have to be a bike. It can be a treadmill or step or whatever. But you do it at the same time. And so you're only allowed to doom scroll while you're at the gym. And so after you did set of 12 reps on the bench press, you just finished a set. Now what are you doing? Correct. Nice answer, Timmy. You're resting for 2 minutes between sets. What do? You swipe left about 500 times, and then eventually you swipe right. You're using your phone between sets. It's called time management. If you don't have time, I have to study. I can't go to the gym. Study while riding the bike. You don't think I went to university? How do you think I had time to do all of my cardio and all of my weights? Had the highest GPA, won the university medal, highest GPA. How do you think I got there? You think I'm just some naturally gifted genius like Mr. Mike that I don't have to study? I actually studied, and I did all of my cardio while studying at the same time. And as well, studying between sets in the gym. And so you tell me, how bad do you want it? I can't study between sets at the gym. Why not? When I went to my bodybuilding competitions, I would bring my textbooks and I would study. I'm putting my tan on and I'm reading. I'm waiting for my tan to dry and I'm reading. I'm at the weigh-in registration. I'm reading. How do you think I learn all of this shit? You have to actually want it. That's why I am sick and tired of listening to all your bullshit excuses. I have shift work. I have this, I have kids. I don't give a shit. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you liked. Don't forget to watch any of those 2 bloops. If you want to get coached by myself and my team, click the link. Sponsored. Click the link. If you want to carry the supplements in your store, click the link as well. Don't forget about the turkesterone as well as the Psycho bars. Psycho, add code CICO. You get it for 50% off. And until next time, I am out.